Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. Today, I want to talk about going to the movie theater. I have a rant about the movie theater. Let's get right into this. I was thinking today as I was driving around, I was so positive, I was feeling so good, and I started thinking about going to the movies and how I wanted to go to the movies, and I just got so pissed. I was like, how is it that I am at a 9, and all of a sudden, just thinking about how I might want to go see The Shack or Beauty and the Beast or some shit like that takes me from a 9 to a 4, okay? And this is what happens. It's like, do you think about, okay, so this week, for National Concert Day or something, I don't know, some Ticketmaster or some foolishness like that, they lowered the cost of tickets for concerts to $20 for chosen concerts, which is really like Def Leppard. I wish it was Def Leppard. Def Leppard and AC/DC, you know, like, I don't know. Anyway, if you love them, go pay your $20 and go see them. But there was really no concerts that I wanted to see. But even if it was like Stevie Nicks front row for $20, this is how it is. I'd be like, oh my God, I would love to see Stevie Nicks. She's my all-time favorite, right? But if I got there, then I'd have to like walk in and be in the front row. And then, you know, like everybody would be swarming, wanting to get pictures and throw her a bunch of roses and all that kind of stuff. Then all the Stevie Nicks lookalikes would be there. And then if I had to go to the bathroom, then I'd have to walk off. I'd have to fight my way back in. And then I wouldn't want to have to deal with the traffic. I just might as well just not even go to the concert, even though it's $20. Do you guys do that? That's called getting old, is what it's called, because when I was younger, I didn't give a shit. But now I do. Now I'm like, well, I might as well just sit at home and watch the video version of Stevie Nicks live, right? It's just 10 times easier. The movie theater is much the same kind of thinking stream for me. So if you're a good Judy of mine, or a husband, or a family member, you know one thing, one truism about Peter Monn, okay? I don't ever go to the movie theater on a Friday or Saturday night, ever, okay? I would rather have nails stuck into my eyes and chopsticks stuck into my ears than go to a movie on a Friday and a Saturday night, okay? Where everybody's up on their phone like this and you can't even see over 30 phones and somebody's up in there recording it for their bootleg version and people talking and all this kind of nonsense. I just can't stand it. It drives me crazy. I need to calm down. Okay, so here's my deal, right? Back in the day, Alex and I used to always go to movies. Now, he works early on Monday mornings now, so we can't go to movies when I want to go, because my favorite time to go to a movie is at 10:30 at night on a Sunday night, because nobody's there, okay? I love it. Or in the middle of the afternoon. I'm good for a good noon show, too. First of all, you get your prices real cheap, you get your popcorn, you get your drink, you get your candy. Now, I always bring my candy in with me, so, like, there's 2 stops, right? I always have to go to the gas station on the way there, because why the hell you would ever pay, okay, $5.50 for 2 Reese's Cups is beyond me. I would never do it. That candy is so expensive. It's foolishness, straight from the pit of hell. I don't understand it. When I sit there and I watch people buying candy, I'm like, oh, are you trying to prove to her that you got some coin? That's why you're buying all her food for her? Because this is ridiculous. My husband gets a regular bottle of water, and no lie, it costs about $7, okay? I'm like, could you have just snuck that shit up your sleeve? Like, seriously? I would have bought you one at the gas station for 99 cents. But no, we have to have a bottle of water from the movie theater. So anyway, so I always stop at the gas station, and I say to Alex, I'm always like, do you want anything? He's like, no, I don't need anything, right? Which means get enough, because once we get in that movie, I'm gonna want some of yours, and then I'm just gonna hold my hand out, right? So I gotta get all the bags, the Skittles, and the Reese's Pieces, and the bags, the big bags, right? So I get all my candy, and then I get to the movie theater, and I stuff them down, right? I mean, it literally looks like have all that, like I've lost 400 pounds and I got hanging skin just coming down. That's what it looks like, because I got so much shit stuffed in my pockets, right? Ridiculous. So anyway, I'm waddling into the movie theater, and then we're sitting there, and of course you have to always wait in line for the tickets, right? And now you get to pick your movie seats, right? Well, there's one movie theater in Indianapolis. There's probably more, but the one that we go to that I really like is United Artists off of 96th Street. Like any of you ever know where that is, but the 5 of you that live in Indianapolis. So anyway, the reason I like it is because they have those lounge seats that you can like put your feet out and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God, I love it so much. One night, Tanya and I went there. We went with her niece, Emily, and we saw 50 Shades of Grey because Emily wanted to see that movie so bad because she's such a diehard romantic. Ugh, that movie was so bad. It was so bad. Anastasia. Oh, Anastasia. Anastasia. No, I won't take your Audi 5000. I'm too good for that. What a bunch of bullshit that movie was. We almost got kicked out when she was like, he's like, do you want to see my game room? And she's like, you mean your Xbox? Tanya and I were like, is this a bunch of crap or what? Is she really this stupid? But she's gonna be a paid concubine or whatever. So anyway, we almost got kicked out. This couple behind us was like, we really came here for a date. Can you guys hold it down? And Tanya and I were like, yes, we'll hold it down. We were like two 12-year-olds. We're like, anyway, that was the last time we ever went to some romantical movie like that. But so Alex and I go in the movie theater and gotta pick your seats out, and I always pick the, like, listen, I don't know how that map works, okay? That seat map, I can't figure it out to save my life. Because I'm an idiot. But I am, I can't figure it out. So I just go, you pick, right? Well, he always wants to pick the middle, like, second row up. Which if there's somebody that's sitting in front of you that's 6'5", which for me it always is, and they always have Easter bonnets and tall hairdos and all kinds of bullshit, I can't see over them. And I'm like this through the whole movie theater. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing wearing a hat in a movie theater like that? And I'm sitting there like that, and she's teasing her head and hair and on her hat. I can't deal with it. It's too much. It's too much. I just want to come and see my movie and eat my Reese's Pieces. So he always picks the seats out, and we go and we sit there, right, blah, 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 whatever. Now, here's the rule. You are not allowed to talk to my husband during a TV show, during a movie, or anything. If we're at home and he's watching TV, and like we were watching Andy Cohen last night, and they were talking about Peter. It was the Real Housewives of Atlanta with Nene Leakes. They were talking about, anyway, they were talking about Peter storming off stage, and he watched the reunion, the last episode, and I hadn't. I go, well, what is Peter storm off stage for? This is what I get. Are you ready? They didn't say. Any more questions? Listen, you mofo. I have lots of questions because no questions are bad. Anyway, so you can't say anything during the movie, right? So no matter how confused you are, like that Guardians of the Galaxy confused the hell out of me. I really want to see the second one because I thought it was so well done. I thought it was so cute. I love that little, what was he, a raccoon and all that kind of stuff. But I got so confused watching that movie. I didn't understand it. I don't understand those space things. They confuse me. I don't get them. I've never seen the Star Wars movies. I don't think I could probably keep up, to be real honest with you. So anyway, I like a good rom-com, a good horror movie. Those are my favorites. I can follow along. People are getting murdered, okay? But the other stuff, it's too deep for me sometimes. I don't. Like, I don't like the dramatical ones unless they're up for Oscars, and then I watch all of them. So anyway, you buy your ticket, you buy your seat, and then we go in there, and we're sitting there, and of course, I'm like, do you want anything before we go to the movie? No. And then he goes, I'll have an extra large popcorn, no butter, and I love butter, so of course we can't share it now. No butter and an extra large water. And then they're like, they look at me and they're like, do you want anything? And now of course I'm stuffed from Send to Tomorrow with all kinds of fucking candy. And then they're looking at me like, we see that you're sneaking that shit in, okay? You look foolish. And so anyway, and then they're like, and I'm like, oh, I'll just have like a medium Mr. Pibb. And they're like, okay, $38.50. I'm like, $38.50 for some treats? Then we get in the movie theater. Alex doesn't want to share his popcorn. He's like, you should have got some popcorn if you wanted. We could have got the 2 for 1, 2 drinks and 2 popcorns for $13. I'm like, well, that would have saved us $20. So finally he shares, because then I share my candy with him, and it's very romantical and it's very nice and all that kind of stuff, right? But after this big ordeal of having to pay $38.50, we leave the movie theater, and guess what? He always leaves his popcorn in the seat. I'm like, don't take that home like my mother. My mother used to eat on that popcorn for the rest of the week. He's like, oh, it's gross the next day. I'm like, well, then why did we need an extra large for $38.50? My lord, the popcorn in the movie theater is so expensive. Need all that stuff. I'm a broco. So anyway, then you get in the movie theater, and this is what it is on Friday and Saturday nights, okay? This is why I can't stand it. Well, first of all, for years, okay, I would go, and since I worked in an adolescent drug treatment center, I would always run into one kid, and they would shout at me across the theater, and they go, there's my drug counselor over there! Peter! I'm not doing drugs no more! I'm like, oh my lord, can't I just watch Titanic and not be bothered, my lord? So anyway, But I'd be, oh, hi, Judy Smith, how you doing? How's your mom's? How's your dad's? All that stuff. Anyway, I'm just real nice about it, right? Okay. No shade to all my old patients out there. They know I love them. I just don't need to be called out for being a drug counselor in the middle of a movie theater, okay? I need my privacy. So anyway, you'd think it'd be the other way around, but it's not. So anyway, and I have never in my life had a patient that was Judy Smith, so don't come for me with your HIPAA, okay? I got a HIPAA for you. I have never in my life had a patient that was Judy Smith. My God, I would die if I did. I would love that all day long. Hi, Judy. So anyway, then you sit there in the movie theater, and of course, I always sit with the guy right in front of me that's got a girlfriend with him, and she's like this, eating popcorn. Right, the whole time. And he's doing drug deals on his phone like this. This is always me. Drug deals. Oh, the whole movie theater. How do I know they're drug deals? Because why do you need to be on your phone unless you're participating in business, okay? And these are not people that are in business suits going outside and taking corporation calls, executive calls with East foreign countries at 10:30 at night. No, they're in the middle of a movie theater with straight bill hats on. I just want to go, get off your fucking phone! Didn't you see the ad before the thing? It's rude! It's the person that sits in the... Oh, it just drives me nuts. It drives me nuts! I can't stand it! And then I'm like this the whole movie theater. And then Alex goes, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, the guy on his phone. Can't you see the guy on his phone? And then the guy's like, And I'm like, and Alex like, just ignore it. I'm like, how do I ignore it? It's right in front of me. He's got a straight bill hat on. He's 6'5". He's making drug deals in the phone. I don't even know what's going on in the movie. The ship's come by. It's sunk. Everything's over. I don't even know what happened. So I just don't like going to the movie theaters on Friday and Saturday nights. I like to go at 10:30 on a Sunday, which now we can't do, or in the middle of the afternoon. I really do love the middle of the afternoon because it's just a bunch of sad old people like myself scattered around eating nachos and hot dogs. Why is that what they eat always in the middle of the afternoon, right? Oh, the other thing that drives me nuts is this. When you get up into the treat line, you know what I'm talking about, the treat line? I am, like, if I do get popcorn, I love the candy corn. Or not the candy corn. They don't have candy corn at the movie theater. I love the caramel corn, which they're always out of, right? Why are they always out of the damn caramel corn, okay? But what kills me is you've been waiting in that line for 15 minutes, okay? With all these couples, it's always couples, right? And you get up to the front of the line, and there's one couple in front of you, and this is what they do. Now, we've been standing in line for 15 minutes, all right? And the girl looks up, and she's like, I don't know what I want. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? We've been standing here for 15 minutes. That's like being in line at the fast food restaurant and you don't know that you want a Big Mac. You should know by the time that you get to the front of the line what you want, don't you think? Psh. So that's why we went to the Red Box forever. Now the Red Box, you know, they don't even have any movies out that are new. They're always like a month and a half old, and by the time that you can get them, they're on the HBO and all that kind of stuff, and we pay so much money for cable, we might as well be watching movies on there. But then they got Netflix, and Netflix is 10 times better than that any time. And then we also have that thing that you watch movies that you're not supposed to watch on, but hell, we can never get them, and the thing just says buffering for 2 hours straight. So I haven't seen a movie in forever. I think the last real movie I ever saw was Titanic. I love that movie, though. I do. What's the song? Dun, 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 dun. I hate that Celine Dion. Ugh, kill a beast. Anyway, I don't like the movie theater. That's why I don't go. You think I do because I love movies. I do love movies, but I don't like the movie theater. The movie theater is straight from the pit of hell. I mean, it is. It's horrible. It's like one of the worst places ever. If you want to see the worst behaviors in the entire world, don't go to daycare. No, forget that. Okay, I mean, daycare, children. You want to see children, adults, you want to see man children, go to the movie theater and then acting all foolish. I can't stand it. It drives me nuts. But I miss the movie theater. I miss it. Just ignore it. How do I ignore it? Hat sitting up like this. He's 6 foot tall and he's like this on his phone. Drives me nuts. Anyway. I feel much better that I got that out now. I feel much better. I think I can go on with my day and really talk about some real serious issues, you know, some things that are real meaningful to the world now that I've got that out. Don't you think? All right, you guys. And I will always love you.